In this video, we are going to discuss about the beam. So already we are going to use the built-in settings. Click on OK. So under grid option, I'm just going to consider the uniform grid spacing and number of grid lines in X direction, that is in horizontal direction. I want to get 2. Okay. So and number of grid lines in Y direction is 1 because I'm going to assign a beam here, single beam. And spacing of grids in X direction. If we are going to take beam of 4 meters, then the spacing will be 4, and whatever spacing we are going to give for the y won't be considered because we have taken only one line in the y direction. Okay, one grid in y direction. And so here the number of stories, we don't require any stories because I'm going to apply for only one story. We have to give one typical height story because we can't give 0. If you are giving 0, na, it won't accept. See, if I'm going for next tab, value must be greater than 0. It will be showing data error like this. Okay, so make sure that you are giving some value over there. Okay, but right now I'm going to consider one horizontal beam, and whatever the supports we need, support conditions will be assigned there, and we are going to analyze that beam. So I have given 2 grids in X direction, 1 grid in Y direction. Okay, so these grids will be assigned in perpendicular direction. I mean perpendicular to the X direction, perpendicular to the Y direction. So click on OK, and we can see the difference. I mean whatever the conditions we have applied for the grid, that can be seen on the screen like this. Okay, so this is the Y direction line and this is the X direction line and this is the dimension line. Okay, so this is the dimension line. These two grids are indicating in X direction and this is indicating in Y direction. And if you can see the label for Y direction, we are going to get the numbers like 1, 2, 3. So we got the number 1 for the horizontal grid. Okay, and we can see the dimension here. Okay, so if you are not able to see the dimension size, then you can change the font size under options and you can go for graphic preferences and you are going to have the font option here. Okay, if you want to change the font style, click on change here, and whatever the font style you want to apply, you can apply from the list there. Okay, so whatever you need, you can simply select there. Okay, so let it be Arial and let us keep bold here, and you can change the font style. Minimum font style can be changed here. Let us take 8 here for example. Okay, so the maximum is taken as 8. If you want to change for 15, you can change, and minimum let us take suppose 8, and click on OK. You can see the changes on the screen like this. Okay, now our next step is to assign the material properties. So click on define and you can go for material properties. So we knew how to create a material, right? So if you want to copy, you can go for add a copy of material, or you can just add a new material. So let us add a new material. Click on add new material, click on region, click on India, and just go for material type and select as the concrete, and let us take M20 concrete. Click on OK. Similarly, we have to just cross check with all the property values here and click on OK. Again, click on add new material to add the rebar here. Material type, just go for rebar and just select the grade of steel you required there. Click on OK. And we got all the properties, all the material and mechanical properties related to this rebar. Click on OK and click on OK to close this window. Now we have to define the section properties. Just go for section properties, frame sections, and click on add new property again. So you can select the cross section directly and we are going to get another window like this. I am going to give the name as beam, just beam. And under material, I am just going to select it as M20. Okay, the outer it is a concrete, so I am just going to select M20. And the section properties, let us take the depth as 300 and the width as 230. Okay, so and if you want to assign the reinforcement, click on modify or show rebar and just select the M3 design only for beam. And for rebar materials, it is HYST, and confinement bars also HYST bars. And if you want to assign something like 30 mm or 40 mm covers, you can apply that cover also. Okay, so click on OK and click on OK again. So click on OK to close this window. Now we have to assign that beam here. Just go for draw menu, draw option, go for draw beam or column, click on quick draw beams and make sure that you are selecting the correct material, correct property here. Just go for beam option here and just click on this grid line. We got the beam here. And if you want to see the section, 3D solid section, so click on this 3D view window and click on this extrude view toggle so that you can see the 3D section of the beam here. Okay, so we got the XYZ axis also. And next, so coming back to the plan story, I want to assign the support conditions for this. So before you want to assign the support conditions, you need to select the beam first. Okay, so it will be highlighted like this, and then go for define. You can go for assign option and then go for joint and then go for restraints. Okay, so under restraints, we are going to have the fixed support, pin, roller and internal hinge. Okay, so you can just select the fixed support or whatever the type of support you need to assign there and click on apply and click on OK. So the selection has been, the object has been unselected. So let us select the object, select the fixed support, apply and OK. So we have selected beam, right? We have to select the joints. So just let us go for escape key. And I'm going to highlight the joints. We should not select the whole beam. Just select the joints and go for assign, since we are assigning the joint restraints. So click on the fixed support and click on apply and OK. So now you can see that supports has been assigned. Since we are in the top view, we are not able to see the supports properly. So in order to change the view, what we can do is simply you can go for the view option and you can see the set elevation view and you can see the Y direction. Click on apply and click on OK. Now you can see the supports has been assigned for the beam. Okay, so from the front elevation we can see the A and B for the horizontal, grids assigned for the X direction. Okay, so let us come back for the normal top view. You can just go to the view menu and go for set plane view. And our next step is, just select the story one, click on apply and OK. Our next step is to assign the loads for this. Okay, I'm going to assign the dead load first. So you need to select the beam first and just go for assign. And under frame load, just go for point load. Right now I'm going to assign the point load. So whatever load we are going to assign there, it could be of dead load or wind load at present. Okay, so under load pattern name, we are going to have the dead or live two cases here. So just select the dead load for example, and whatever the point loads you want to define, that can be defined relatively or absolutely. Okay, say for example, I want to give in terms of absolute. Okay, so for example at distance, so since we have taken 4 meters, right? So at distance 4 meters, I want to give 2 kilonewtons, and not at distance 4, at 2 meters, and at distance 3 I want to give something around 4 kilonewtons. Okay, click on apply and click on OK. So you can see the loads in the front view. So just go for set elevation view, click on 1. You have to select the grid 1, apply and OK. Now you can see that loads has been assigned at 2, that is at the middle of the beam, and 3 meters from the left hand at 4 kilonewtons. Okay, so like this we can assign the loads and supports to a beam like this. Okay, and if you don't want to show the load values on the screen, then you can go for display option and you are going to have the load assigns, and you can go for frame options. So here you are going to have the load show loading values. So you can simply uncheck that one and click on apply and OK. Basically this option is used to see the different loads and different load categories. Okay, right now we have assigned for dead load, right? So only dead load will be visible on the screen. For example, I want to add the live loads for this. Okay, now select the beam again, just click on assign and go for the frame loads and click on point load. Make sure that you are changing the load pattern name to live. Okay, and under live for 2 meter distance, I want to apply the live load of 1.5 kilonewtons, and for 3.5 distance, okay, previously it was 3, now I want to change it for 3.5 and let it be 2.5 kilonewtons. Okay, click on apply and click on OK. Now you can see that at present it is showing the live loads. Okay. If you want to switch to dead loads, click on display, load assigns and click on frame. Since we have applied the loads on frame, so you can just go for live. You can just go for dead load, show loading values, apply and OK. Now you can see the dead load. If you want to see the live loads, just go for the frame loads and you can go for live and click on apply and OK. So in this way we can assign the supports and loads to a beam. In next video we'll see the analysis of this beam. This is it for this video. In this